Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. I recently asked you guys on my community tab to give me some controversial art opinions, and you guys definitely delivered, so I'll be talking about a few of them today. In the background, I'm drawing my OC Yuri. You can find out more about her in this really outdated Meet the OC video I think I made 2 years ago. I was thinking of updating that and also make it actually finished, because I have some other characters that I never brought up in that video. I just never got around to making a separate video talking about them. I think I'll start to talk about my OCs more through these little draw with me sessions, but I think I'm gonna go through the controversial topics first and then end on that note. But the first thing that y'all asked was a lot about AI stuff, which makes sense. AI is literally everywhere and it's scaring me. It's freaking me out how fast it's improving, right? A few months ago I would look at AI art and there'd be incoherent words, or anatomy would be all wonky in certain places, but now I'm looking at it and it's it's getting better, and that's freaking me out. But I feel there has to be a cap to it at some point, right? It's not going to replace artists. I think that it definitely threatens a lot of artists' careers, if that makes sense. Especially in the film industry, the animation industry, they're going to hire more people to just utilize AI, which is super unethical. But when it comes to creating art that as an expression, AI will never be able to accomplish that, simply because art is meant to be a humanistic expression, right? An AI producing something that looks like human art is never going to be the real thing, because it's not an actual process that's impressive because a computer made it, you know what I mean? I don't really like AI music either. I think it all sounds really choppy. I think the point of art is to create something new that speaks to the creator and the viewer. I've never felt as moved by an AI art piece than I have the real thing, you know what I mean? So technically I've never seen AI art as inherently impressive or beautiful or anything. I just see it. I'll be scrolling on any social media platform and I'll still see AI everywhere, and it low-key pisses me off. What happened to the normal images that normal people would post? What is this? This is not art. The next controversial topic is about tracing, which I think is really interesting. Everyone's touched on this a billion times. I don't really feel I'm adding anything new or special to the conversation, but I have the same standard opinions. You shouldn't be tracing and posting it online, but if you're doing it to learn and grow, I feel it's fine. Even if you're tracing specific artists, I think even that's okay, as long as you're just developing your own style and not trying to rip them off or promote it online. If you're just doing it for yourself, then it's fine, but be transparent with that. I feel that's the only way to approach it. I don't know, I didn't want to talk about tracing too much because I really don't have that big of an opinion on it that's different from everyone else. I just feel I'm regurgitating information, but yeah, I have the same opinion as everyone else basically. Next topic is about reposting. I don't think my content specifically has been reposted, but I can understand how frustrating it is if your content is being stolen without credit. I've seen edits before, the caption is just credits to the artist. Okay, but who is the artist? Or it's they post something and then they make you ask for credit. They don't ask for credit first. You have to request the poster of the video to add your credit for the video that they stole. I don't know, that just it does not make sense to me. Just be a normal ethical person, you know, when you repost stuff. Maddie just started yapping in this comment section, but what I took away from her question was, do you think nudity should be allowed in the high school setting whenever people are drawing? I mean, I don't think advisors should promote that, be oh yeah, here's a butt on the screen. I feel as long as it's included within a specific student's style, it's fine, right? Because Renaissance paintings have used nudity before. There's so many art movements that involve that, and I feel it's a form of expression, right? You're not gonna go through art without seeing a few naked bodies. It's just a part of it, you know? So I don't really feel it should be censored, but I don't think it should be encouraged either, because it's kind of weird. In a high school setting, a few years over that, I feel it's fine. People have nude models for art school and stuff, so I don't know. I'm kind of don't ask me personally, I'm not an educator, but that's my personal opinion. Oh, this question's interesting. How far can you take inspiration from something until it becomes copying? Okay, I thought about this a little bit. I feel it truly depends on who's creating it, because I feel if you go to the extent where you're fully copying someone's art style, you're gonna feel this isn't original, you know what I mean? You're not gonna feel proud of yourself, and at the end of the day, it's hurting the person who stole more than it's hurting the person like you're stealing from. I'm like a strong encourager that no artist's work is completely original. Everybody's inspired off of someone else. What makes art so lovable is like how everybody interprets it differently, right? So if you just like steal someone's art style and identity online, it's not really gonna do you any justice. And I feel like there's a certain line. I can't really like draw it, right? Like I feel like it's subjective, but you know what I mean? Like it's always gonna speak to the person who's drawing it. If you feel like you're copying somebody too much, then you probably are. You know what I mean? Like there's a sense of doubt in that lens. Oh, I'm gonna bring something up that wasn't mentioned in this comment section, but I wanted to talk about modern art because I know so many, like everyone I talk to like does not like modern art, or like even like discussions online. Oh, I could do that. It's just a yellow square. It's just a red square on a canvas. Like anyone could do that. And to an extent, I agree. Like obviously technique isn't, you know, the most impressive in those paintings, but I don't think art should be all about skill. At the end of the day, art is expression. Art is a way to kind of showcase something about society, implications of the world. I don't think that we should look at modern art and be like, yeah, it's bad because it's just a red square, because we truly do not understand like the complexity of why somebody would decide to do that. I feel like art is anything that is defined as art. It's super subjective, so we shouldn't really be like bound to, oh, art is only good if it's realism, art is only good if it's this specific type of style, because art is subjective. That's the beauty of it. You can obviously improve your technique, your form, the way you're accomplishing certain things, but art at the end of the day cannot be like judged like that. It's truly subjective. So as long as you like what you're drawing, then your art's beautiful. Like there's no like, I can't rank art, you know what I mean? Like every style is different, everybody's different, every art piece is different. Yeah, I don't know. Well, this person left a really sweet comment. They said, how do you stay motivated for long periods of time and finish your sketchbooks, and how do you balance art with work/school? This is not like, my personal life isn't very controversial, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll still answer this question. I don't stay motivated. It's like really bad. I try to like discipline myself to start posting, but past few months have been super hectic. I'm trying to like get on that grind now, but I just like always take a break at the beginning of the year because I'm trying to like get used to academic stuff. Hopefully I'll be consistent this year. I don't really draw outside of school. I draw in like my AP drawing class, and then I draw whenever I draw for this YouTube channel. But I just like don't really, obviously it's like my hobby, right? I just don't have that much time on my hands right now. I just feel like there's always something else I could do. It's kind of unhealthy because like I have so much time where I just like scroll on my phone, or I just like doom scroll, where I definitely could be working on art, but I'm just like, no, this is more fulfilling for me because it's my break. But yeah, I do draw. It's just like intertwined with school, you know what I mean? Because it's like in my classes, and I guess YouTube is work, even though I don't get paid. It's especially bad because there's like other extracurricular like commits and stuff, so I literally be like running around every day. Like if Google Calendar didn't exist, I'd actually be a goner. I love that app so much. Like saved me so many like panic attacks. But yeah, that's enough of that. I just thought I would talk about Yuri now as like the Meet the OC segment of this video. So hi again, this is my OC Yuri. She's pretty extroverted and really outgoing, but at times she comes off as a little bit pretentious, like a little bit daddy's money, but she's usually like fun to get along with. She's just kind of like unaware of her privilege, if that makes sense. Her power is Y, which is like water, and she mainly uses ice actually. So I have another character named Kaido, and he uses a lot of water, but it's like liquid water, and she just uses like ice a lot. So I guess it just like depends. I don't know, dude. Like I'm going off of the storyboard I made like 2 years ago that I haven't edited much, but I have thought a lot about like my characters. I just haven't like, you know, done anything about it. I thought about like doing a little like short story segment or like animations or something. I'm not sure. That's gonna happen after I'm a little less stressed. So we'll see when that comes out. But yeah, I have a lot of fun like making these characters and dimensioning them and everything. I really like Yuri because she has a lot of character development throughout the story. Can't really like spoil much, but there's like this whole like rivalry thing with this character named Thistle. It wasn't like enemies to lovers, it was kind of one-sided, but she used to be mean and then she got nicer as the story progressed. Very like mean girl trope. But I thought a lot about Ben from Never Have I Ever when I made her character actually, because she is kind of, you know, like isolated from like family interaction because her parents are super distant, they're always busy, you know, they're rich. So obviously like she has all this money, but she doesn't have like a support system or a way to kind of handle her emotions because she was never taught that growing up because her parents were kind of like emotionally unavailable. But like just like Ben, as the story progresses, she gets more and more open to like finding her own like found family, if that's a term. I know I've heard that word before used along like story building tropes and stuff. Just wasn't sure if that was like the appropriate term, but she definitely like confided more in her friends, and I guess just hanging around like good people, if that makes sense. Like I truly believe you are a product of your environment. I thought it'd be funny if she had a little like baby grizzly bear as her companion instead of a polar bear because she has ice powers. This is a really recent development, but I thought it'd just be really cute if some of my OCs had like animal companions, so she got this little grizzly bear. I think I'm gonna name the bear Ube, like those like purple yams, because like her name's Yuri, so it's like Yuri and Ube. How cute. But yeah, I color these with my Artex markers. Literally will never get tired of using these. I tried coloring this with like highlighters at first, which you probably saw, and then as it got, you know, progressively harder to find the colors I needed, I was like, nah, I'm scrapping this. I'm using my trusty paint pens. I don't know, I have like attachment anxiety from these paint pens. I love using them so much. I don't know, just for sketching and stuff. Like I love using my alcohol markers, but I just got so scared because I know I'm gonna mess up. But these are so like low maintenance, you know. But yeah, here I'm just adding some like finishing doodles and everything. Thank you so much for watching this video. Literally love drawing this and like ranting about random topics and this character with all of you. Let me know if you have any questions about my opinions or Yuri. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time, which is either next week or in 3 months, so place your bets.